Greetings, ladies and gentlemen players. It is another wonderful Friday this March of 2021, making it a wonderful day for basics. I'm over here on Fox account, and today I've chosen to play 5Q, at least one 5Q today. And the reason for this is actually kind of interesting. A dear friend and streamer by the name of BadukClub has been beating some Don players lately on Fox. Way to go, way to go. There's just one tiny snag. They've also been losing to like the 5 to 3Q range, despite beating Don players. And that's actually a very valid thing. Sometimes you don't do very well against quote-unquote weaker opponents for various reasons. A lot more of that is answering a lot more of the bad moves that don't always make sense, and you generally need like a really strong foundation to be able to really take advantage of those correctly and be able to identify why those things are weird and, you know, not to freak out and just calmly doing things about it. So, in honor of the ever so wonderful BadukClub, I will go ahead and play some ever so wonderful 5Qs. And do you know where you can play some lovable 5Qs? That's right, on Fox. But if you don't want to play them on Fox, maybe you can go to Baduk.club and look for players around you at the one-stop shop for in-person Go. More and more people are getting vaccinated, as I'm sure you know. And at least here in the U.S., within a month or two, it is estimated that everyone will be able to make arrangements to go get their own. So playing in person has, I guess, technically never been closer than it is right now. And you want to know where you can play those people? And here's where you can play those people. You might want to go and do it if you haven't already. Is that mark actually in the water? Excuse me? Okay, it's not. I thought someone was trolling, and it's like, yeah, if you have a submarine, we're in the lake. But yeah, you might want to go check out where you can find people next to you, or maybe over the course of the last year you decided you're going to make your own club. You can add that to the map so people know that you're there, and that would be pretty PogChamp. And of course, while you're there, you can check out their shop for some rather inexpensive...
Someone invites you to play.
Do you mind? I'm talking here. For some rather inexpensive gear that won't break your bank. Baduk.club, I will check it out. Thanks to them, as always, for in part sponsoring these videos. Alright, got a game against a 5Q. I am white, and I don't have my pen. What am I doing? I'm such a noob. I'm doing double 4-4, because I've been, I don't get any kick out of that lately. And we will see how he wishes to play. I could probably drop this down a hair here slightly. Yeah, a little bit like that. Cool. Sanrinse. Ooh, pretty. He'll probably pincer Nani. Alright, enclosure. No problem. This is what we kind of expected. Weird moves. How do you answer them? Who knows? He enclose, sticking to basics, blocking the extend. He comes in. Weird move after weird move after weird move. And you can kind of see how this can throw you off. Now, he's pincered, so I'm going to kick him. There's no reason to re-pincer him, since he's already pincered. We'll just go ahead and kick, and then do that. He attached to me. We extend. Not requiring much in the way of thoughts here. Found enclosure. Boom, block extend. He jumped into a pincer. Boom, kicked. He played over here. I'm going to play high because I don't like this Joseki. I don't like high approaches. I don't think they're very useful most of the time. I go over this on stream constantly, but since we're going to see it, we will mention it again. Hello? You could play there, and then like they'll Atari you, and then you could Atari them back or something. I don't care. I'll just connect. Nice and simple. He'll Atari me here, and then whatever. Yeah. No problem. Again, you could have Atari'd here and made his life difficult by like locking him in the corner and things like that, but it's fine. Oop, that's what I was referring to. Got Atari here. Now, unfortunately, I really do need to play here and lock him into my corner. I could take this and give him this, but it's bad. This is white being schnookered if I do that, because then he gets the corner, which is weird. Why does he get the corner? And he gets the outside and my dead stone. Like, that, come on, man. That's too much. Y'all know it's too much. Y'all know it's too much. So fine. I'll play here. He'll play here. And I get to play here. Nice, simple, and easy. This way he's locked into my corner. And most of all, it doesn't really require reading to get to this point. Now, let's see. At this point, what do we do? He's got a new stone. What do I want to do with the stone? Make sure it can't connect to things. Right? That's what we do. We keep them separated. Or I can aid one of my stones. I could follow up on this one. That's pretty good. I could follow up on this one. That's pretty good too. Or I can keep separated. Hard to decide. I'm going to do this one because it separates and caps. So it's doing two things at once. I like the move that do two things at once, so we'll play it. Moves that I would ideally like to be able to play at some point in the future. Bow. Hello, be bolder about that. Bow. There we go. And then bow. And at this rate, maybe bow, something like that. This one I'm not really trying to kill, so we'll take that away. Instead, I think the first important move is boop. Make sure that he can't attack me. This one we could always drop, go into the corner. It's nice and light. This can't really be dropped, so we need to get that a base AS to the AP. Now, note nothing about what I've said so far has included the words, well, I'm going to go and kill this, that, or the other, blah, 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 right? We don't do those things. That looks pretty gote. I guess he could play here and connect up. I don't really want him to connect up to that, do I? No, I don't. No, I don't. I don't want him to do it. I'd rather he didn't connect, so I'm going to play here. Alright. I responded because I don't want him connecting up to the thing. Because again, we keep groups separated. That is basic, yes. And all throughout this, we don't know where his territory is because we've got now a 3-3. Maybe you can still do. Tell you what, I'll kill this. Make sure you can't connect under. Oh my god, it's so horrifyingly slow. It's so horrifyingly slow. Making sure he can't connect under. Got a really huge corner left, bottom left though. Nice fourth line stuff. Group to attack. War settled. His territory is 2 stones here. Who cares? His territory is 2 stones here. Alright, he's leaning on me. I will respond. Then if he drops, I'll double high head 2 and 3 stones. Hana in, because it creates cutting points here and here. And strengthens my outside group. Whammy! I can Atari and drop down, but I don't want to give him a Panuki, so I'm going to extend first. Panuki in the middle is worth 30 points, or so some people have said. I don't really know why, but that's a thing. Oh, whatever. I understand it, I just repeat it. Can block here, because again, I can be like, hey you, how you doing? Okay. Alright, yeah, it seems like he's live, right? Now, if I want to keep things separated again, I would, again, play here, right? Keep that whole stuff separated. Or we take one of the large points. Like, either or, it's fine no matter what you do here. Do I have to worry about the cutting point here? Maybe I do, right? He can push here and cut. Like, how would that work? How would that even work? He pushes and he cuts. I just Atari down. That doesn't even require reading, We're fine. Calm down. You're right. You're right. Tell you what. Last biggie point before I start, you know, going into mid-game fighting. Does that sound good? That sounds good, right? That sounds good. I like it. Rude. Serious rudeness. Why is he reducing a second line? Now, we're not getting distracted by this second line garbage. Like, he wants to keep playing the second line. Go for it. It's so unlikely that second line moves are a win condition that they don't bear even thinking about half the time. So we're going to play over here. We're not going to get caught playing small moves. That's like one of the most important things you can do in any game. You know? He's blocking this way. We're connecting back. Easy peasy. Now he needs to double tap this for us to be dead. Okay, he did, but it's kind of in a weird way because that is a large knight into a large knight, which means there's Aji here. I'm trying to play basics though. Yeah, but there's
9, 8, 7, 6, 5,
like
4, 3, 2.
Like right now, you can see that, hey, is this forcing? Is this forcing? Is this forcing? Before this move, that was forcing. And if you can see that line, then you realize, oh yeah, one of these 2 points in here definitely lives, you know? One of those 2 points in there would definitely get you alive. But we'll not worry about that right now. So he has points. Sweet. What now then? What now? What now? What now? Well, now we're mid-game fighting. So I guess I will play here. Right? We're just gonna cut things apart. That's mid-game fighting for you, right? I know some of you are like, but what about this group? Who cares? What about it? What about it? It's already got a stone. It's not surrounded. Therefore, it's alive. So don't draw back here because there's the throw-in. Okay. You win on that one, friend. That was too slow to respond to, by the way. It's fine. Don't worry about it. This is alive. This is officially alive because I can't see being able to block here and throw in still. So this is alive. Which means I have Sente again. Again, if he wants to play second line moves to connect up, let him play the second line moves to
9,
connect up.
8, 7.
What else can we
6,
do? What
5,
else can we do?
4,
What else can
3,
we do?
2, 1.
I can like play here to cut that off, I guess. Right? We cut this off, and I can cut this off. Like, you see how I'm not doing anything too crazy? You know? He's kind of like putting a little bit of pressure here. I'm just gonna like play here just to kind of strengthen this out a little bit. I'm like kind of like overextended. It should be Sente. Rehealed. I'll play here. Alright, I'm kind of being surrounded now. I don't really want to be dead. That would suck. So I will connect up here. Here. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo.
9, 8, 7, 6,
Alright, we'll play
5.
here first. I'm not connected up that way though. The eeny, meeny, miny, mo method might not have helped me on this one. So okay, we'll connect up with this one if I get one more move. There. Nailed it. Now, I'm going to play here because I threatened to go doot into doot and I can cut. Right? Kind of hurts the shape. If he plays here, then he's threatening like an eye shape here. He's threatening an eye shape here. So if he played here, then he'd like have the thing. Oof. You know that, dude. We are not going to kill. Not going to kill. Not gonna do it. Ain't gonna do it. Ain't gonna do it. I might do it actually. That's a really obvious push
now starts.
and cut scenario. Like that's the king of obvious continuations. So yeah, might. I got 10 again, therefore I win the game. Sorry. It's a joke from Twitch. Okay. That was actually bad. He might have been able to push. Fahane, Ikatari, and Atari. He just took away all that Aji. So right now he's trying to take all of this. And again, look at what he's trying to do. Large knight into large knight into large knight into small knight. No, 1, 2, 3. You cannot with 4 freaking moves
8,
magically
7,
take the entire
6,
right-hand side of the
5,
board.
4.
And you know what? I'm triggered enough that is going to be a lesson now. So the question we ask ourselves is, how are we going to do this? The answer is obvious with forcing moves. Because we know for a fact you can't take an entire side with 4 freaking points. That's like Sanrinsei +1. That doesn't secure the entire area. You know, Go doesn't work that way.
9.
I mean, Christ, it takes
8,
3 moves to
7,
secure 1 corner.
6, 5.
So
4.
forcing move first. And then we're going to threaten to cut. This might connect to here. It might just retreat. Either way, we're fine. You see, if it gets to this point, we're alive. See how easy this is? See how easy this is? If he blocks one way, you just go the other. Yeah, here. Now, I can play here, because if he pushes and cuts, that's double Atari. If he connected here, I would have played this one. Either way, we're alive. And that is the trouble. I'm going to give him Sente. And therein lies the trouble with trying to take an entire side with four moves, you know? And it's those little things that are really, really obvious when you think about them in hindsight. It's like, what is he trying to do? He's trying to take the entire right-hand side. How many moves he try to do that with? We counted 4, right? It's like, okay, how many moves does it take to completely acquire other stuff? And first thing that pops in your mind, corner enclosure. You get to 2, and there's usually, unless you're having a small knight, which is literally just like a small knight, which is literally just this. That's 2. Anything larger than that, and like you gotta do like a large knight and like a reinforcement, or even sometimes off a 4/4 point, it's a small knight plus a reinforcement.
9, 8.
So it's like that's 3 for 1 corner. So you can't get a corner and all of the sides in 4 moves. I mean, come on. When you stop and really think about it, you start to realize how they're playing insane. And when we try to figure out what to do about it, we look for the shape defect. Like, okay, if he
9,
can't actually do
8,
this,
7.
if he can't actually
6,
do this,
5,
where
4, 3, 2.
where middle left open, so we're taking that. If he's trying to do that, then there's got to be weak shape there by definition. Otherwise, if there was strong shape there, right? This can't connect to this and over here, like. But yeah, if it was strong shape, right, then it'd either be way more than 4 stones, or everything else we've been using is just over concentrated. So you look at the shape, you're like, okay, let's look at the shape. Well, what was he making? We identified a large knight, and then a large knight.
9.
And
8,
then a large knight.
7. 6.
And
5,
we know one
4,
large knight can be
3,
cut.
2.
So we had a
1.
fairly good understanding that, well, if one large knight can be cut, I'm pretty sure 3 of them can be cut too. So it's just shape recognition, you know? That's just shape recognition. And like once we've understood that shape, then those kind of threats aren't scary, you know? Not scary at all, man. Not scary at all. I just killed him in the middle of the board. I wasn't even thinking about it. Sorry, I was talking about shape. And, yeah. Sorry, I wasn't thinking. Usually we don't kill in basics. But I was going on the tangent about how we identified this. That I began just playing on autopilot. Which means he's dead. Sorry. It's okay though, you know? He's just a bamboo joint though. He takes us away. And we're fine. You can connect here, I guess. Let's go boop, boop, bong. I can drop down first though. I can drop down first again. Atari. I could have played here too, I guess. Alright. So let's see how that happened. Let's take another little peek-see. A little peek-see. So he started off with Sanrinsei, the 3 stones. Cool. He added a large knight here, which we now know, which we always know. The large knight is vulnerable to the 3/3 attack, because then you're going to be playing like either this way, but it feels weird for the Sanrinsei to play that way. I don't know. Maybe you're going to play this way and then just play like an old school to expand out in the middle. I mean, this could be a thing too. Like whichever way you're going to play, the corner is not yours. So this shape here is really only trying to get like maybe the equivalent of this. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times 3, 15. That seems reasonable. 15 points. Okay, yeah, he can get 15 points there. Why? It's similar to if I play this one, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. Cool. Seems reasonable. An enclosure can give me about 15 points. This, because it's open, it's corner open, still about 15 points. Sweet. He comes in, got my points, he attaches. He really needs to, like, do something here. He didn't. That's unfortunate. This should go here, into here, into here. Reason why we never play this is because this Joseki is not a Joseki. And I know what you're going to say. Yes, it absolutely is a Joseki, and I don't agree with you. Reason why I don't agree with you is because I view a Joseki as equal. And here, if black had something like this, then it'd probably be equal, right? Because you have 2, 4, 6... Or yeah, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, maybe 15 points here. And, you know, 3, 6, 9, 12. Yeah, you got territory, you got some influence, you got some influence. That's great. Awesome. Even result. But that's not the Joseki. The Joseki ends here. And later on, all of this territory vanishes. And black cannot do this to white. There's no move where black can turn around if they get it first. They're going to remove all this as well. And leave white with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or 6 points. So it's not equal. So don't play it. It's bad. It's just bad. So here, we would normally play here. And if they played here, we could play this one and then do this one. Now this is a much more manageable. We're getting full outside influence, which is swizzles, like it. There's this, and then again, like I mentioned here, there's absolutely no way on this planet that we're playing this one and then just letting him be like, all right, I'll get all the things. I mean, we could play here because we get this one, but we do have to attack like rather severely now, and it's just kind of like, I don't like it. So we played here, he took that, I took the outside. Fantastic. Split them up. Defend. There's a cutting point here, right? This is just, again, shape recognition. Like, hey, look at that, bad shape. Cutting point here. If I cut and he doesn't defend, I get, Tari and then descend, and T-Sons are dead. Like, 20 keys recognize this. So, bam. Great, he's alive. Recognizing that shape pattern alone, like, look how much extra influence, or extra strength and influence, yeah, that gave me. Fantastic, just shape recognition. That's just too small, so we ignored it. And last but not least, our invasion. Come on, invasion. Right, so we got the large, into the large, into the large. So 1, 2, 3 into a small. So from there, we're like, hey, let us live. And he probably should have been like, okay, I'll let you live. Take this. This is big, you know? Look at that. Close game. Awesome. I mean, we'll play hello. He needs to, like, do something here. We'll play here and still win, but, you know, whatever. Close game. If he just chills. Because as it stands right now, he's trying to be way too greedy. Look at that. You lose by 18 points if you can't recognize shape and invasion points. That's an ouch. That's an ouch. Now, I will admit you could play here, and then maybe play like here, and then maybe here, and do this. Like, you could also do that and flip things around. That's also okay. You know? But I really wanted to showcase the invasion since we've recently talked about 2-deep invasions versus, you know, not 2-deep invasions. This looks like it's completely surrounded, but the amount of Ajis left behind tells us it is in fact not. Like, even here, if I play here and he drops, like, dude, I got in and I got out. Successful invasion, because large knights can be cut. You know? If he plays here, hey you, what's up? This one? Only way to kill this is double Hane into a Ko. Again, large knights. Can be cut. I went with this one for reasons that are pretty obvious. If he extended back, we'd do this one. If he blocked here, we'd do this one. And then from here, we have to be very, very careful. Because we need to move on the inside like that, and then we're fine, right? Bop, bop, bop. Double Atari, and bop. Something like that should be live. He played this way instead. If he played here, we just go boop, boop, boop. And then we're live again. Or we could go boop, because you can't double Atari. So easy. And now, unfortunately, because the bulk of his territory was centered around an area that was just too large to take and really bad shape, 20 points down. Easy peas. Easy peasy. And I know some people are going to say, I only won this game because I'm stronger, and so my invasions are better, and blah, 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 blah. No, it's just recognizing that, you know, large knights can be cut. And we teach that to DDKs. So, if you're there thinking that, you're an idiot. Sorry. But you are. I didn't make the rules. These are concepts. We teach to 15 Qs. Gotta be aware of your shape. But it's okay, because now you know better. Now you're not going to view this as being completely solid and uninvadable. You're going to know, because large knights can be cut, if I want to invade that, I can. And if you're on the other side and you try to, like, build off of this, build this way, right? And for some reason it doesn't end well for you and you keep losing all your territory there, it's not because you're bad at life and death. It's because your fundamentals were wrong in the first place. You can't build this way. It's too open. There are too many cutting points. You can't hold it. So all in all, I like this game. This game was very, very nice. It showed nice, clear, fundamental problems with shape and how to recognize that things are a little bit more greedy than perhaps you are aware they are, and what to do about it. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I think it's a great compliment to the videos that we've been releasing lately, and I couldn't have asked for a better one, personally. I don't know about you, but I couldn't have asked for a better one. So hope you enjoyed. And as always, I'll see you next time. Take care, buddy.